growing up, was there much music in the house? I've read that your dad was an army musician turned jazz trumpeter.
Oh yeah, he's music was always. I mean, music was absolutely in the house. It was. I was raised. I was born in Glasgow, but my family moved down from Glasgow when I was about a year and a half, 2 years old, to Portsmouth in England, and yes, he was a musician. He was a dance band slash jazz band leader, and he was a trumpet player. And during the period of the 50s and early 60s, that's what he did. And the music was always around. His friends were musicians, and there was instruments everywhere. So music was everywhere, and that was our upbringing, effectively. I mean, even though we went to school and all that, all the other stuff, and other people did other things, music was around the house, and musicians, friends of his, were always around the house after gigs in the morning, like 2 or 3 in the morning. They come by and literally jam in the middle of the night, just because they loved it so much. So it was a part of my brother's background and upbringing, basically.
Right. Interesting. So did you learn instruments as kids as well?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Ray was my brother Ray was a classically trained violinist, actually.
Right.
My brother Phil, who's a lot older than me, he plays trumpet, and then I played sax, bass, and we all learned instruments, and read instruments, but also we played different things because my father was also a multi-instrumentalist also. He played trumpet, but he also could play clarinet, sax, and even the bagpipes, which is if you've ever heard a bagpipe being played in a very small room in Portsmouth, that's as loud as the Motorhead on their highest high decibel day, basically. So music was everywhere.
So it's quite interesting to hear that there was sort of a lot of classical instruments. Do you think that sort of led you to, when you guys got together in the band, to put those instruments in there?
I think that what we did was utilize whatever our knowledge was, playing instruments, but also, I'm talking about me and my brothers, but actually putting the band together who, and the different members had different backgrounds. My background, and the brothers' background was before Gentle Giant, was in the mid to late 60s when I was at school, grammar school. And I started a group called Simon Dupree and the Big Sound. Mm-hmm. People your age wouldn't even know about it, but occasionally when I'm over in England, which is I can't get over right now, you'd hear a song called Kites.
Yeah.
And that was a top 10 number one single in the summer of 67, and I was still I was in the sixth form of grammar school at that point, and my brother Ray was in the fifth form, and having been brought up and having had a hit single, if you like, a hit group during those period, prepared us for the next, what we were going to do next, and that became Gentle Giant. But again, my background, I loved R&B music and soul music. My brother Phil loved modern jazz, and Ray was more of a classical music kind of person. So effectively, we came from different areas of our love of what kind of music, but we enjoyed all kinds. Getting the different members together in 1969-70, should I say, 1970, was also a part of what Gentle Giant became. Kerry Meniere, the keyboard player, was absolutely probably the most important member to find because he was classically trained also, and he had a degree in composition from the Royal Academy of Music.
Right.
So his mind and mindset was very much classically trained. And Gary Green, the guitarist, was very much a blueser.
Right.
So all of these mixes of kinds of music and different elements of our loves and backgrounds melted together, if you like, to form whatever Gentle Giant was.